Alrighty folks, today we are installing the unlocked PCM for my wife's RAM. Now this is a 2017, so the stock computer has to be modified by HPTuners or unlocked, or that you cannot write to it. You can read it, you can scan it, but you cannot rewrite. So I went ahead and ordered a junkyard ECU, and I sent it to HPTuners. They inspect it and they convert it to their style of whatever they do to make it writable. So now I can write it, but I'm gonna swap it out. That way I have my stock one as a safe haven to go back to factory if I sell this car or if I drive it on the public road, because this is only for scientific purposes. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna install this PCM. Yeah, so this is a bone stock 2017 Ram 1500. It's the 5.7 model, the 8-speed CF transmission. It's a very good, dependable daily as far as powertrain and drivetrain. I've had a few like lights and odds and ends go out, normal maintenance stuff. But the first big thing that I'm gonna have to do is drop those manifolds, and I'm not putting stock manifolds back. I'm not doing all that work to put manifolds back on it. We're going to free up some horsepower while we're in there. I don't know what headers to put. Maybe I'll upload these baselines. That way you guys can let me know what these trucks like. I've seen a lot of reviews on having to modify the engine dipstick deal because headers hitting stuff down there. But if you guys have a good recommendation for this engine, I would like to go as big as possible so I can throw all the ignition in it down low. I don't know if shorties take a lot of ignition. I know they flow better, but I don't know if they're going to let me, throw the kitchen sink at it like long tubes will. But this isn't a race truck. I don't really know about them. So I'll be being upfront and honest. I'm going to show you guys a lot of data, and I'm going to be seeing it for the first time. So if I look like I don't know what I'm looking at, it's because I don't. But what is good about having this truck is we have the dyno to get baseline numbers here in a second, and then from there we can see if there's anything as is. Not, here come the headers and maybe an intake. I don't really want to remove the cold air, fresh air system and filtration, but at the very least, this thing is getting a set of headers in the future. All right, guys, we're going to be using the Innovate sniffer on the Ram today, but I'm going to wait until this condensation dies down and let the cats fully warm up. That way we don't get any moisture in my sensor. As long as you do have it in the upright position, around 45 degrees upwards angled. It does have a drain here for any moisture and a bleed system, but either way, if you send droplets of water into your sensor, you can hydro shock the crystal or whatever, the sensor, and it'll go bad. So we're gonna let it warm up, and then we're gonna install the sniffer in probably that side. So they come out of the muffler and they're wide, but that one's more straight because the muffler is around this area. So this may give us a little bit better of a reading. So we're going to use this one once it warms up. Still warming up the cats. This thing is bone stock, guys, from manifold to exhaust tips. This is a factory dual tip. I didn't know if it was a true dual. I don't really know if that's what it would be called either. But if y'all can see that, the stock muffler there has 2 exits. And this one pretty much comes straight, and then 45s and then straight. But that one has to wide way over there. So we're gonna get a reading off this one. I don't want to unplug anything under there yet until the headers come in. Then maybe I'll install a wideband permanently, just so I can get a more accurate tune, because way back of the tailpipe and after cats is known to read a little bit leaner, so you can end up in an overly rich tune. But I'm going to be nice and easy on her and try to use the stoic targets. I'm not going to go crazy or anything on the fueling, but the goal today is just to get a good baseline without the governor, because we're doing pulls to like 4,800, 5,000, and then it wouldn't you couldn't finish 6th gear because it would hit the governor before the limit. So hopefully with the unlock computer we can disable the governor for now and do some proper testing of the air fuel ratio and power output. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that little sound clip. Don't mind this oopsie from my wife. Hopefully y'all enjoy these back shots. Dude. Hopefully we can data log some of that today. Especially for forced induction tires. Let's look at the file. So we're gonna do another read just in case. I want to pull another stock file read. HPTuners. Because that is a junkyard ECU. I don't know if it changes anything, but I'll have the factory ECU stock read, which is virtually what I sent HPTuners to put into my updated PCM. 6 gears 1-to-1. I don't know how true this is, but thank you, Thunder Horse on Ram forums. He posted this. See the 8-speed have the same gear ratio, whether they are on the HEMI, Pentastar, or Eco Diesel. They are blah 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 blah. 6 gear 1-to-1. So that's what we're going to use to calculate our maximum torque output from the engine. I'm going to go ahead and get into 6 gear and synchronize the dyno. Alright, so now the dyno is synchronized. The dyno's synchronized now. It'll be ready for a run, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the editor and I'm gonna pull this file now. So we got the stock read from the unlocked PCM from HPTuners. Basically they put my old file in it, but I still did another reread just in case all the things are you know, I'm tuning what is in that ECU now. It's a different ECU. Same file, but different ECU. But anyways, first thing we noticed that it just opened right up to was the speedo. I don't know if that was the last thing I worked on, but the stock governor on these Rams is 105, and that is why we cannot take, in factory form, that's why we can't finish 6 gear. It tops out to the governor before the limiter. So all we're gonna do is change this to as fast as I ever want this to go, and maybe my wife is 140 for now. Just for safety reasons, guys. There's no reason to be going that fast in the stock truck, stock tires. But this will let us get a full baseline pull, stock as is, nothing changed. And literally, this is a stock file. As y'all are seeing it, all I'm gonna do is write in the updated limiter. That's all I'm gonna do. We got an EM1 being unloaded. Well, I got the old Ram on the dyno. Hopefully I'm not blinding homie. He's probably like, stop flashing me. I don't even know what the fuck my password is to this.
Is that freaking Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do a stock cool intake. It's cooled down, so we got 84-degree intake temps, but we don't have 105 governor anymore, so we're gonna be able to do a full 6 gear pool. Get up to 6. The door's locked. So we're gonna do a full rip. I don't know how much throttle it's gonna let me give it without downshifting, so I'm gonna have to baby into it. Alright guys, this is 6 gear. Holy mama lona, dude. Let's see what she made, guys. Alright. 345 torque.
Hey, I told you 340.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dang. And 290 horsepower. Let me show you guys a little closer. Don't mind the RACE-ALOT, that's who I got the dyno from. Peaked out torque at 345 and 290 horsepower, 290 horsepower. So this thing is rated at 390 foot-pounds of torque, and I think 390 horsepower too. I'm not really sure on the power, but what I was worried about is getting that 1-to-1 torque reading, and 345 is not too bad. We can look at the log. We'll let this thing cool down. Yeah, I'm hitting new run. That's gonna be our 6th gear, which is 1-to-1. 6 gear ram. And that's stock file, guys. We'll look at the data log and see what kind of stuff we got into. All right, so I went full throttle. It was pretty much fully loaded. The purple line's KPA, so we're already getting into 85, 90, 98, 99, which is pretty much full load. So from 43 all the way to 57 was the full load, and it held about, well, it gradually floated around from 8 to 10, 13, 10, 13, then it dropped to 9. So mid-teens, low 10s, very low ignition to make that amount of torque, which is amazing. I'm gonna learn how to take it slow in these. I'm gonna get this customer knocked out before it gets too late. But I'm happy that I got this Ram full 6-gear pool as a data log, and now I can just keep going back and looking at that log and looking at the the file, which I'm pretty sure I just closed. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at that for now, and we'll go back later and do some more testing. I don't want to blow this thing up in front of my customers. That was cool. That was sick.